What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Crypto Talk, bringing you news, trends, and all the things you need to know in the crypto space. Today we have NFT news, some project and market updates, plus some more. My name's Khalil, and before we jump into things, I wanted to ask you guys, on the last video, I made 2 updates. This is the last video here. I started making highlighted areas so you guys can see exactly what I'm seeing. You can follow along a little better. And I also did timestamps in the video, so you actually are able to kind of see where I'm at in each section here. I wanted to make it easier, guys, for your experience, and I hope it helped out. If it did, please hit that like button just to let me know that it's working, and I will continue to make better videos for you. But in general, if you like knowing information on cryptocurrency for you, or if you are new to the market, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me as well. And like I said, hit that like button. But yeah, let's go ahead and get right into this. First up, we have our market update. So if I refresh the screen here, markets are up 2.7%. Pretty good. We're making a little rebound, it looks like. Bitcoin's kind of coming back up. All of our cryptocurrencies are coming back up. Doesn't look like we're out of the woods yet. We're just making a rebound. So we'll kind of see how things play out. But with that out of the way, I have some awesome bullish news here. We have Michael Saylor, who is the founder and CEO of MicroStrategy, which is the largest independent publicly traded business intelligence company. And it's one of the top holders of Bitcoin. So he's very bullish on Bitcoin. And I wanted to show you guys this video on what he has to say. So let's watch that.
And right now, the price is about 33,000. So you've more than doubled your investment. And most likely by the end of the year, we're probably going to be in some kind of bubble, I imagine. So the return will be even higher. And you've said that you didn't buy the Bitcoin to sell it. But would MicroStrategy ever take some off the table when you sense the market is at a top and then just buy in later when there's another correction? Or do you just plan to hodl through all the cycles, and weather those, whatever 80% downturns when the crypto markets are in a bear market?
Yeah, again, I just disagree with your characterization. I don't expect an 80% downturn. I don't think it's a speculative asset, and I don't think you can quote unquote take money off the table. You're speaking like a crypto trader right now, right? Yeah, I mean, maybe you're doing it just to represent their interest, but I don't see the world that way. I think that Bitcoin is sound money. It's the technically superior asset class compared to the dollar, the euro, the peso, the bolivar, compared to a stock index, compared to gold, compared to silver, compared to everything you can conceivably buy. It is technically, thermodynamically superior as an asset. So when you say things like that to me, and maybe you just do it just to see what I'll say back, I just imagine you preaching to me in Argentina while you're asking me if I'm going to sell the dollars and buy pesos back again as the peso sleeps from 20 to the dollar to 40 to the dollar to 80 to the dollar. Or if we're in, Venezuela. I mean, you think a Venezuelan company is going to quote unquote take some money off the table by selling their U.S. stocks and their U.S. dollars to buy back into local currencies? Or then, in Zimbabwe, you think they would take money off the table, right? The point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever, Laura. Forever.
Right.
Wow. So there you guys have it. Michael Saylor isn't selling any Bitcoin anytime soon. If anything, he's only going to be buying more. He's going to be holding through the bear markets, which he doesn't think is coming. And for those who don't know, Bitcoin actually runs in a 4-year cycle. And the reason behind that is because of what's called the Bitcoin halving. I can't go too much on that information right now in this video. If you want me to make a separate video about it, please let me know in the comments or just give it a quick search yourself. But because of this halving, there is a 4-year cycle in crypto. And we happen to be in the last and most profitable year. So matter of fact, let me show you what I mean here. So I'm on CoinGecko. I went to Bitcoin specifically. And you can come down here to the charts and you can click max 24 hour. It'll show you the Bitcoin chart and what it's trending right now, what its volume is at. So I want to show you at the max though. I want you guys to see this picture. So this is us right now, right? This was back in 2017. All right. So in 2016, even 2012, right? You can't see 2012, but in 2012 there was a halving, and at the end of the year 2013 we had this giant blimp. This is when Bitcoin first started getting kind of really up there. Same thing happened. It came down during the bear market. It was about 3 years, and in 2016 there was a halving, another halving for Bitcoin. That was 4 years later from 2012, and after that 2016 halving, a year later, 2017, at the end of it, we had our blow off top of about $20,000 for Bitcoin. That's when everyone started really knowing about it. From there, you went down to this 3-year bear market once again. And in 2020, last year, we had our third Bitcoin halving. And so a year later, we are supposed to have our blow off top, which would be the end of this year, 2021. Now, the crazy thing, guys, is if you look at this section here, matter of fact, let me show you this beginning section. If I dumb it down for you and show you this, it looks huge, monstrous, right? It passed $1,000 from just about $100 here, all right? So that was the first Bitcoin halving. It went up to about 1,000 there. Now you see how big this looks, right? Now if I come over here to 2018, this little blimp is what we were just looking at. And this was back in 2017. This was the new halving, okay? Now, if you come to today, this is where we are. I apologize. This is where we are, and we're not even at the end of the year, which would be our blow off top. We're about maybe down here. So, my point is, where we are right now, at the end of this year, this is going to look like this little blimp on this chart. So very, very awesome price action that we still have to go there. And that's just to give you a general clue on what the Bitcoin halving was. So more information on that, go ahead and look it up there. But yeah, now that you guys understand the Bitcoin halving, and if you remember from my last video, for those who saw it, there is only ever going to be 21 million Bitcoin, right? About 2 to 3 million are lost forever. People in the past, they just lost their passwords. They can't get on their sites. So about 2 to 3 million will forever be lost. So there's only about 18 million. It is deflationary, so it gets more scarce. And even with the 4-year cycle, the bear market, it'll have to go through based off the past history. Michael Saylor is saying that he still is going to hold his crypto down, his Bitcoin. So, what are your thoughts on this? Is there something he knows that we don't, and that's why he's going to be keeping it for so long? I found it interesting. I definitely have my hodl bag, so just wanted to provide you guys with that update. But moving on to project updates, we have first Engine, right? The NFT gaming token here. Engine listed on Gemini, Kraken Exchange. I apologize. Listed on Gemini Exchange. We talked about this in the last video, adopting NFTs for Game Talk's 3 million users. Engine Wallet now supports Polkadot and Kusama, KSM. The Crypto.com supercharger features Engine with 2 million allocation. And Engine is committed to carbon neutral NFTs by 2030. So, yeah, that's super awesome here. I've been raving about Engine forever, back when it was only like 20 cents, before I even made this channel. So, I love the company. I love what they're doing. And, yeah, I hope they keep moving on there. So next up, we do have for project updates, we have Chainlink. For Chainlink, there's not like anything crazy they had specifically, but they have a lot of partnerships coming up. So the aggregation here, they have SushiSwap's new lending margin trading platform, Kashi, is integrated with Chainlink. We have Terra integrating with Chainlink. Blue Antoinette with Chainlink. Just lots of behind-the-scenes partnerships Chainlink's working on for oracles and all that kind of stuff. So they're making sneaky moves, and keep my eye on them. So they have lots of updates. That's really good. Next up, for the last one, I just wanted to show you guys, we have Theta Network retweeting one of their users, over 30,000 edge nodes. Let's go. That means they finally reached their goal of 30,000 for people supporting their network, and that's just huge for a company, huge for anything like that. Bitcoin, if it gives you a perspective, has over 100,000 nodes that people are running. So to achieve 30,000 is still very massive. But that's all I have for the project update, guys. Next up, I wanted to show you here, we have NFT real estate. And I know I brought up NFTs a little bit, so I wanted to kind of go over them here. We have this page. So what are NFTs? According to CNN, they're non-fungible tokens, are pieces of digital content that are linked to the blockchain, which is the digital database underpinning cryptocurrencies, such as Bitcoin, Ethereum. But unlike NFTs, those assets can be replaced or exchanged with another identical one of the same value, similar to a dollar. NFTs are different because no two are the same and reportedly use a certificate to prove its authenticity. They are usually used to buy and sell digital artwork that vary in forms of gifts, tweets, virtual trading cards, physical objects, video game skins, virtual real estate, and more. How can you buy them? According to CNN, he can be purchased at NFT. According to the media outlet, there are a few things to consider when buying one. What marketplace, what type of digital wallet is required to store them on. There's several marketplaces, some including OpenSea, Mintapool, Nifty Gateway, Rarible, NBA basketball highlights. I tried doing Rarible, and I'm kind of working on some NFT stuff right now. If any of you guys out there know how to do that, please reach out to me. I would love to learn more on the concept there. So every day I'm doing more, though. How can you sell them? Just like you would on the marketplace when you buy them, you can just go ahead and sell them there as well. And how can you make them? Well, we kind of just went over that. If you go to like Rarible, or you just Google it, you can kind of create that. The only thing you need, though, is a digital wallet, a small purchase of Ethereum, and a connection to an NFT marketplace. So now that you guys do know something about NFTs here, the real point in all that was to go over this clip. We now have NFT real estate, and I wanted to show this as the last clip as we move out of here. The concept of this is mind-blowing. Okay, guys? So just kind of sit back, listen, and here we go.
Welcome back to Fast Money. There is a building boom breaking out, but it's not happening in your backyard. It is happening in a fake world called the metaverse. The virtual real estate market is on fire right now, and our next guest says there is real money to be made in this fake land grab. Let's bring in Janine Yorio, Managing Director at Republic Real Estate. They're launching a fund that lets a select group of investors buy real estate, virtual real estate. Janine, great to have you with us.
So nice to be here. Thanks for having me.
I was reading the white paper that you have on your site about virtual real estate, and it sounded like you had been resistant to this idea for quite some time, but finally came around to this notion. So what actually convinced you that this is an asset worth investing in?
So let me clarify. I hadn't been resistant. In fact, my colleague, TJ Kawamura, and I have been talking about this for a while. This really was his brainchild to create a fund around the concept of investing in virtual real estate. But in order to understand why it's really an asset, you have to take a step back and understand what virtual real estate really is. If you've ever played a video game, whether it's Madden or Super Mario Brothers or Fortnite, you know that as your character runs around that video game, you enter buildings, you walk across fields. All of those are opportunities to advertise or to interact with brands or companies or products. We've seen that in in-game advertising. That's a multi-billion-dollar industry. What's unique about the metaverse today is that virtual worlds are being designed specifically for adults where they can live inside these virtual worlds and carry out their life. And what's unique and happening now is that those virtual worlds are being built on top of the Ethereum blockchain, which means that transactions inside those worlds are happening in cryptocurrencies. So you have a confluence of two trends. Mm-hmm. You have people who've been forced inside their home, and so they've been living life entirely online for nearly a year now. And you also have a generation of people who grew up playing video games, who grew up playing Sims or Second Life, or even children who are playing Fortnite or Minecraft or Roblox. And now they're spending more and more time in virtual worlds. So companies are starting to advertise to them where they are. So virtual real estate is a way for those companies to buy the land, the pixels, the parcels inside those games, put ads up, put stores up, put communities inside there where they can market directly to customers.
Okay, so it sounds to me, and forgive me.
All right, guys. So there's more to the video there, but I just want to kind of stop that at that point. So, yeah, this is kind of hard to grasp. It's something very new, especially if you're new to the crypto space. So I encourage you to all do your own research on some of these companies like Decentraland they were talking about in there. You can go somewhere like CoinGecko.com, right? You can go home, or you can put in the search bar here, Decentraland, right? And it's Mana. And by clicking on that, you can go to websites. And yeah, you can just check out the website, see what it's all about. Virtual world created by people. And yeah, I don't want to get too deep into that, but I just wanted to show you how you could find that there. So just thinking about NFT real estate in the future, where you're in a virtual reality and you can create any space you want out of anything, but also sell it. I have a hard time still understanding the concept, and I'm just teaching myself every day, but I wanted to bring that up to you guys. What do you think about it? Is it something that is new to you? Is it something that kind of mind boggles you as well, how we're moving into this digital world? But that's all I wanted to show you. That was the last thing there. And as always, I'm not a financial advisor, guys. I don't give advice. These are just my opinions. I follow the crypto space every day, and I just want to educate you on what I find. So If you like information on cryptocurrency, once again, please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button there for support. Don't be afraid to leave any comments for me. Let me know how adding the video clips in this time was. Did you like them? Did you not like them? I just want to provide the best information for you and make sure I'm doing that. So if you could help me out. But other than that, safe investing. All right. Peace.